Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem. And tonight's question comes to us from the Odin Seeker. And the Odin Seeker relates the experience of seeming to hear voices in the state between being awake and being asleep, when one is not fully awake nor fully asleep, but is kind of in between. And the Odin Seeker says that he has had occasions to hear little bits and pieces of voices and conversations, sometimes audible things that can be understood, other times just the muffled sound of speaking. And he would like to know my opinion of this, and my opinion is that this is actually not an especially uncommon occurrence among people who practice metaphysics, possibly not uncommon among people in general. I've had this experience. I know many other people have had this experience. Abby Willerud, the great pagan artist, spoke about this experience at the 21st Century Pagan Leadership Conference. And I find it's not really a particularly uncommon thing among people, certainly who work with magic. And as I say, it may not be uncommon at all. It may be a part of simply being human. Now, what is it? That's an entirely different question. There are several different theories. One theory, which would be more the humanistic point of view, is that we're actually hearing feedback from our own subconscious that's coughing up little bits and pieces of things that we have thought about at different times in our life, in a kind of random manner when our mind is only partly engaged. And this certainly could be true. Another theory is that we're hearing voices from the spirit world who are kind of not necessarily the spirits of ancestors and those who have crossed over, but perhaps those who have not fully crossed over. Another theory is that we're hearing what might be called a collective unconsciousness, and we're hearing the unconscious of many different people in the world all at once. This is Lady Abby's theory. It's also a theory that I tend to share, and I believe that when we're in that state that is neither fully awake nor fully asleep, we do sometimes share space with other people's consciousness and overhear their ideas and share ideas with them. And I think that we normally do this when we're in the state of being asleep, but sometimes when we're not quite there, we have a conscious knowledge of it. And I would say that in some ways, I think that this is a normal state for the soul to be in this kind of constant communication, but very unusual for us. And Lady Abby, when talking about this, described this as being part of the reason why people will sometimes seem to come up with the exact same idea at the exact same time in different parts of the world, because they are in fact, many different people are in fact sharing this moment of consciousness. So those are some of the theories about it. I don't think that anyone really can say definitively what it is, but we do in many cases experience it, and we have many ideas about it. So I hope that helps and gives you some food for thought, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Salem, and I'm very pleased to announce the brand new World of Witches Museum program book full of stories and pictures from our museum here in Salem. And you can have your very own copy for just $9.99. Find it today at witchghoulstore.com.